Hello and welcome to our deep dive.
Hi everyone. It's great to be here today.
So today we have a very special mission. We are exploring a super practical topic, which is how to travel, ask for directions, and, find cool local spots using English.
Right, and we need to mention right at the start, this deep dive is designed specifically for English beginners.
Exactly. So because you are a beginner, we are doing things a little bit differently today.
We are. We are going to speak at a very relaxed, very comfortable pace.
Yeah, we really want to take our time. We will use simple vocabulary and short sentences.
There is absolutely no rush today. We want you to feel relaxed and confident while you follow along.
And whenever we introduce a really important travel phrase, we're going to repeat it slowly and clearly.
That way you can actually practice speaking out loud with us.
So let's just jump right in. I want you to picture this. Imagine stepping off a train into a brand new city.
Oh, I love that feeling.
Right. The morning sun is bright. You can smell fresh coffee from a little shop across the street.
hmm The best part of traveling.
You hear the sounds of unfamiliar music playing somewhere in the distance. It's just this beautiful moment. You are finally on your vacation.
But then reality hits.
Exactly. Then you want to find your hotel. So you reach into your pocket and you pull out your phone.
And let me guess, the screen is dark.
The screen is completely dark. Your battery is dead.
Oh no, that is the worst.
It really is. So you look up at the street signs. The words are super long, they're confusing, and suddenly that beautiful morning feels, well, very different.
The panic starts to set in.
Yeah, your chest feels tight. Your heart starts to beat faster. You look at all the people walking past you on the sidewalk.
And they all look so busy,
They
right?
seem so busy and so confident. And, deep down, you need to ask someone for help.
It's scary.
It is, because, you took English classes before your trip. You studied the vocabulary. You practiced in your room.
Mm-hmm.
But when you actually try to open your mouth, nothing happens. Your mind is just completely empty.
Like a blank slate.
Yeah. Every English word you know is suddenly just gone.
Well, I want to tell you, the listener, right away, if you have ever felt that panic, you are definitely not alone.
It's so common, right?
Oh, it's universal. That exact feeling is actually the starting point for our journey today.
I really appreciate that approach. Because standing on that street corner with your heart racing, it feels like a personal failure.
You feel like you just didn't study hard enough.
Exactly. But I really want to understand what is actually happening in the body there. Like, why do we forget everything just when we need it the most?
Well, it is definitely not a failure of your memory. It's actually a biological reaction.
Wait, really? Biology?
Yeah. Let's look at how the brain works in simple terms. You have an alarm system inside your brain.
Okay, an alarm system.
Right. And when you are standing in a strange place and your phone is dead, you feel very vulnerable. So the alarm system rings very loudly.
Like a siren going off in your head.
Exactly. It tells your body, hey, we are in danger.
Yeah.
And when this alarm is ringing, the thinking part of your brain just shuts down.
Wow, it just turns off.
It does. The brain redirects all its energy to simple survival. So the doors to your vocabulary and your complicated grammar rules, they just close.
You physically cannot access them.
Right. You are experiencing what we call cognitive overload. There is too much noise, too much stress, and, well, too much fear.
So trying to remember a really complex grammar rule while a noisy bus is driving right past you,
But-
that's almost impossible.
Your brain is simply not letting you do it. Your brain is trying to protect you.
But in the modern world, that protection actually stops us from communicating.
Exactly. And this brings us to the core thesis of our entire discussion today.
Okay, let's unpack this. What is the big idea?
This is the most important idea to remember from our sources. You do not need perfect English to travel. You only need clear English.
I love that. Clear English over perfect English. Because in school, we were always taught to be perfect, right? We get tested on perfect, complete sentences.
The tests are very strict.
But if you want to find a famous museum, or you want to eat a really delicious dinner, you have to completely change how you think about speaking.
You basically have to unlearn what the school tests taught you. We need a totally new strategy for the real world.
Okay, so what is this new strategy?
Think of it as the keyword strategy. Or you can call them power words.
Power words. I like the sound of that.
Let's look at the classic mistake beginners often make. A beginner looks at a local person on the street, and the beginner tries to build a massive, very difficult sentence in their head.
They try to remember the exact dialogue from their textbook.
Exactly. They want to say something like, "Excuse me, could you please tell me where the nearest train station is located?"
Oh, wow. That sentence has like 14 words.
It's way too long. And it has difficult sounds.
Yeah, if your brain's alarm system is ringing, you will never remember all 14 words in the perfect order.
You will probably just stop talking in the middle of the sentence.
So what is the alternative?
The alternative is the keyword strategy. You strip away every single word that does not carry the main message.
So we drop the grammar.
Yes, you do not worry about small grammar words. You don't worry about is or the or located.
You just keep the words that have power.
Right. The words that paint a picture.
Okay, so what does that actually sound like in real life?
Well, instead of 14 words, you use 4. You just walk up to the person, you smile, and you say, "Excuse me, train station, where?"
Wait, that's it?
That's it. "Excuse me, train station, where?"
Let's actually practice that slowly for our listeners.
Yeah.
Because it's so important.
Good idea.
Excuse me, train station. Where?
Let's do it one more time. Nice and relaxed. "Excuse me, train station, where?"
Okay, I have to push back on this idea just a little bit.
Sure, go ahead.
I mean, I understand that 4 words are much easier to remember than 14 words. But if I walk up to a total stranger on the street and I just say, train station, where? Well, I feel like I am barking orders at a dog.
I hear that a lot.
It feels rude, right? It feels like I have no manners at all. And when I travel, I want the local people to like me.
That is a very, very valid fear. We are social creatures. We naturally want to be polite.
Exactly.
But what's fascinating here is human behavior. Let's think about this from the perspective of the local person.
Okay.
There is a psychological concept called the spotlight effect.
The spotlight effect,
Yeah.
like a theater spotlight.
Yes. When we are speaking a new language, we feel like there is a bright, shining spotlight right on our faces. We feel like everyone is staring at our mistakes.
Oh, totally. You feel completely exposed.
We genuinely believe the local person is actively judging our grammar.
Mm-hmm.
But the truth is, the local person does not even see the spotlight. They don't care about your grammar.
They don't.
Not at all. They are thinking about what to make for dinner. They are thinking about their job. When you stop them on the street, they just want to solve the puzzle of your question as quickly as possible.
So they just want to help and move on.
Exactly. They want to help you, and then they want to continue their day.
So you're saying by using fewer words, I am actually doing them a favor.
Yes, you are. Think about sending an old-fashioned telegram.
Okay, a telegram.
In the past, people paid money for every single word they sent in a message.
Right, it was expensive.
So you would never pay money to send the word located or the word please. You only sent the essential facts.
That makes sense.
When you say train station, where? The local person immediately hears the 2 exact concepts they need.
They hear the destination, the station.
And they hear your need, which is directions. You are saving them time.
But what about the politeness part? How do I show respect if I am not using those 14 polite words?
This is crucial. Politeness does not come from complex grammar.
It doesn't.
No. Politeness comes from your humanity. It comes from your tone of voice. And it comes from your face.
Body language.
Exactly. If you smile warmly, if your voice is soft and gentle, and you say, "Excuse me, train station, where?" Oh, nobody in the world will think you are rude.
Because they can see I'm trying.
Right. They will instantly recognize that you are a visitor and you are trying your best. The smile does the work of the grammar.
Wow, that completely shifts the perspective. The smile is the grammar.
Yes.
I really love that. I am no longer focused on my own fear. I'm just focused on communicating a clear message.
You are communicating human to human.
Okay, so I've asked the question. I smiled. I used my simple keywords. But now the dynamic changes. I stop talking, and the local person starts talking. Now I have to listen.
And this transition is where a completely new type of panic can happen.
Oh no, more panic.
Well, think about it. You successfully asked the question, but now the local person might speak very, very fast.
Right. They might use street names I have never heard in my life.
They might point their hands in 5 different directions.
Okay, let's create a scenario to help our listeners. I am the traveler.
Okay.
I'm looking for the city museum. I see a local person drinking coffee outside a little cafe. I walk over, I smile warmly, and I say, "Excuse me, the city museum. Where?"
Perfect. The local person smiles back at you. They recognize the name of the museum.
Great.
But before they start talking rapidly and confusing you with long street names, you need to take control of the conversation.
How do I do that?
You need to ask one vital, filtering question.
Okay, what is the question?
You simply ask, is it far?
Is it far? Oh, I like that. Let's repeat that for our listeners. We will say it slowly.
Good idea.
Is it far? Try saying it with us at home. Is it far?
That simple three-word question dictates everything that happens next.
I see it kind of like checking the weather before you leave your house in the morning.
How do you mean?
Well, if you look outside and it is raining, you grab an umbrella. If the sun is shining, you grab sunglasses. The weather completely changes your plan for the day.
That is a great analogy.
Asking, is it far, does the exact same thing for your travel plans. If the answer is yes, you stop listening for walking directions. You know you need to prepare for buses or trains.
Exactly. You change your mental mode.
But what if the answer is no? What if the local person shakes their head and says, no, it is not far, you can walk?
If the answer is no, then the local person will start giving you walking directions.
And what does that usually sound like?
They might say something like, go straight to the blue building, then turn left, walk past the bakery, and the museum is on the right, next to the park.
Okay, wait, my brain's alarm system is ringing again.
Why is that?
Blue building, bakery, left, right, park.
Yeah.
That is a lot of new vocabulary. I feel like I'm going to get lost again.
Don't panic. You need to focus on the structure, not the decorations.
The decorations?
Yeah, the buildings, the colors, the parks, those are just decorations. The structure of all human movement is built on 3 specific phrases.
Only 3.
Just 3. If you listen carefully for these 3 phrases, you will never truly be lost.
Okay, I am ready. What are they?
They are go straight, turn left, and turn right.
Stick to a straight, turn left, turn right. But wait, why only those 3? Why don't people use compass directions? Like, why don't they say, walk north for 2 miles, then head west?
Well, it is about how the human mind understands space. Compass directions are absolute.
Meaning what?
Meaning north is always north no matter where you are standing. But to use north, you need to look at a map. You need a bird's eye view from the sky.
Right, I need to see the whole city from above.
Exactly. But as humans walking on the ground, we do not have a bird's eye view. We experience the world through our own eyes from our own bodies. We use something called egocentric coordinates.
Egocentric coordinates, that
Yeah.
sounds fancy. Meaning directions based on my own physical body.
Precisely. Your body only has a few physical options. You can continue moving forward.
Okay.
That is, go straight.
Okay,
You can move toward the side of your body where your heart beats.
that is turn left.
Or you can move toward the opposite side. That is turn right.
So every complex journey through a giant city is really just a long combination of those 3 basic physical movements.
Yes. Straight, left, right. That's it.
Let's really lock this in for our beginners. I want to build a slow, immersive audio map right now.
I love that idea. Let's do it.
I want you, the listener, to picture yourself on that street corner again. Let's practice these 3 fundamental phrases together.
Okay, imagine you are standing on the sidewalk. You can feel a warm breeze on your face.
The local person points their finger down the long street in front of you.
Listen to the exact phrase they use. Go straight.
Go straight.
This means do not change your path. Look straight ahead. Put one foot in front of the other. The bakeries and the blue buildings will pass by you, but you just keep moving forward.
Let's practice saying it together. Nice and slow. Go.
Straight.
Go straight. I am walking. The path is clear. I am going straight.
Perfect. Now imagine you reach the end of the block. The street forms a T shape.
Okay, a T-shape, so I can't go forward anymore.
Right. You cannot go straight anymore. You must choose a side. And the local person told you earlier, turn left.
Turn left.
Focus your attention on the left side of your body. When you reach the corner, you pivot your feet. You look down the new street on your left side, and you begin walking that way.
Let's practice it slowly. Turn left.
Turn left.
Okay, I went straight. I reached the corner. I turned left. I am in a completely new area now.
You are doing great. Finally, you are looking for your final destination. You are looking for the museum. The local person said, it is on the right. Or they might simply say, turn right.
Turn right.
Now focus your attention on the other side of your body, the right side. You walk down the street, scanning the buildings on your right side. You pivot your feet to the right.
Let's say it together, everyone. Turn right.
Turn right.
It is incredibly simple when you break it down to just the human body. Keep moving forward. Move to one side, move to the other side.
Exactly. Go straight, turn left, turn right. Those are your 3 tools for geographical survival.
If you can just hear those 3 phrases hidden inside the local person's fast speech, you will find your destination.
You absolutely will.
But let's go back to our weather check for a minute.
Okay. The is it far question.
Yeah. Let's go back to that vital question. Imagine I ask the local person, is it far? And they shake their head. They say, yes, very far. You cannot walk.
Ah. Well, then your walking tools are no longer useful. You must shift to the next major phase of travel.
Which is,
You have to navigate the public transit system.
oh boy, this feels like a massive step up in difficulty.
It definitely can feel that way.
Because walking is free. Walking is just using my own 2 feet. But public transit involves machines and schedules and money and huge crowds of people. It is very intimidating for beginners.
To be honest, it is intimidating for native speakers, too. Bus stations are really loud. Train stations are very crowded.
They really are.
But here's the good news. We can apply our exact same keyword strategy here.
Oh, we can.
Yes. Let's imagine a new scene. You need to take a bus to the famous city beach.
Okay, I want to go to the beach.
You find a busy bus stop. A large bus pulls up. The doors open with a really loud hissing sound. The engine is rumbling.
I can picture it perfectly. I step onto the bus. I see the driver. The driver looks very busy, maybe a bit stressed. There are people standing right behind me waiting to get on.
The pressure is high.
Very high. So I use my simple keywords. I look at the driver and I ask, excuse me, beach. Does this bus go to the beach?
Excellent. But the driver shakes their head. The driver replies, no, you need bus 15.
Okay, I have a piece of data. Bus 15. I step back off the bus onto the sidewalk. But the bus stop is huge. There are many different signs everywhere.
So what do?
I need to know the physical location for bus 15. So I find another person waiting nearby and I ask, where is the stop?
Very good. We're combining our previous phrases. We know the keyword where.
Right. And the new person points across the busy road and says, over there, across the street.
So you cross the street, you find the sign for bus 15. The right bus finally arrives. You step on.
And now comes the moment of truth.
Yes, it does.
I have to pay. I have to use what we call the magic phrase of travel.
Oh, this is the most important one. If there is only one sentence you write down in a notebook today, it is this one.
The magic phrase is, how much is a ticket?
Let's say it very, very slowly for everyone listening.
How much is a ticket engine?
How much?
How much is the engine of commerce? You will use it 20 times a day when you travel.
Okay, so I say the phrase, how much? The driver looks at me and says, a price. But here is the big problem. The driver says it's $2.15, but they say it incredibly fast.
Right. Native speakers rarely speak slowly.
It sounds like $2.15. All the syllables just crash into each other. I am standing there holding my wallet, completely frozen. I do not know what bill to hand them.
This is a universal problem. Honestly, why are numbers so difficult to understand in a second language?
Yeah, why is that? I know my numbers.
It is not just about knowing the vocabulary. It is about how the brain processes math and language at the exact same time. Oh, so it's a double task for the brain.
Exactly. You have to hear the physical sound, translate that sound into a concept of a number, and then connect the invisible concept to the physical money in your hand.
That is a lot of mental work in 2 seconds.
It is. And when a native speaker speaks quickly, they blend their sounds. The word 15 sounds almost exactly like the word 50.
Right, 1550.
13 sounds like 30. The difference is tiny, just a slight emphasis on a vowel. In a loud bus with an engine running, it is literally impossible to hear.
So, if I guess wrong, I either give them too much money and look foolish, or I do not give them enough money and they get angry.
Exactly.
This is exactly why beginners avoid buses.
Yeah.
But you have a brilliant silent solution for this, don't you?
I do. It is the ultimate backup plan.
Here's where it gets really interesting. What is the trick?
If you ask how much, and you cannot understand the spoken answer, you simply stop trying to use your ears.
Stop using my ears.
Yes. You use your eyes instead. You take out your phone, you open the simple calculator app, and you hold the blank screen up to the driver.
Oh, wow. So I'm basically saying, without words, please show me the math.
Exactly. You do not need to say a single word. You just hold out the bright screen. The driver understands instantly.
Really?
Yes. They reach over, they type the number 2.15y on your screen, you look at it, and your brain instantly understands the universal language of numbers.
And then I just hand them the correct money.
Exactly. It completely bypasses the language barrier.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate here for a second.
Sure.
Let me present the worst case scenario. I, holding up my phone to the driver, but the driver is tired. And there is a huge line of angry commuters behind me trying to get to work. Isn't handing the driver my phone going to make them furious when they think I'm just wasting their time?
That is a normal fear, but actually the exact opposite is true.
Really?
You are saving their time. Think about the alternative scenario. The driver says 215 quickly. You say, pardon? The driver says 215 much louder. You panic and just hand them a $20 bill.
Oh, I've done that.
Then they sigh heavily. They have to count out $17.85 in small, heavy coins.
And the people behind me groan.
Exactly. That whole process takes 2 solid minutes of frustration.
That sounds like an absolute nightmare.
Now look at the phone trick. You hold up the phone, tap, tap, tap. That takes 3 seconds. You hand them the exact change, 2 seconds. The entire transaction is finished in 5 seconds.
Oh, wow. When you put it like that, it's so much faster.
Bus drivers deal with tourists from all over the world every single day. They know numbers are hard to hear. They actually prefer visual communication because it is efficient.
That makes total sense. I am replacing the confusion of spoken English with the clarity of visual math. That gives me a lot of confidence.
It should. It works everywhere.
And this magic phrase, how much?
Yeah.
It is not just for buses, is it?
Not at all. How much connects you to everything you need to survive?
Give me some examples.
Well, you walk into a bakery and point at a delicious pastry. How much?
Right.
You find a beautiful scarf in an outdoor market. You hold it up. How much? You just want to buy a bottle of water at a small shop. How much?
It is like a skeleton key for interacting with the local economy.
It truly is.
Let's practice it one more time. It is so essential. How much?
How much?
You can even pair it with pointing, right? Like point at the object, make eye contact with the seller and say, how much?
Yes, that is flawless communication.
Okay, so let's review our traveler's journey so far.
Let's do it.
You landed, you conquered your initial panic, you used the keyword strategy to find the museum. Museum, where?
Perfect.
You checked the weather of the journey by asking the filter question. Is it far? You listened carefully for straight, left, and right. And you successfully navigated the bus using how much and the brilliant calculator app trick.
You are having an incredibly successful day. You are surviving and thriving.
I am. But you know, travel is not just about survival.
No, it's not.
It is not just about looking at famous buildings and taking a bus successfully.
Right. A famous building is really just stone and glass. The true soul of a city is the culture.
Exactly. It is the food, it is the atmosphere, it is the way people live their daily lives.
And here is the secret. You cannot find the true soul of a city inside a guidebook.
This is a huge point. Why shouldn't I just use my phone? Like, why shouldn't I just search the internet for best pizza near me and just follow the little blue dot on the map?
Because the internet and the guidebooks mostly show you what is popular with other tourists.
Oh, interesting.
The algorithms push the most heavily reviewed places right to the top of your screen. Usually, these places are located right next to the famous museums.
They are super crowded.
They are crowded, they have big menus printed in 10 different languages, and honestly, they are usually very overpriced, and the food is not authentic at all.
It's the classic tourist trap. You end up eating a mediocre pizza surrounded by people from your own country.
Exactly. If you want to know what the actual locals eat, you have to do something brave.
What's that?
You have to step outside the digital world and speak to a human being. You have to ask a local person for their secret spots.
And this brings us to a really fascinating social interaction.
Yes, it does.
We are going back to the street. Imagine you are walking near a small, quiet park. You are hungry. You see a person sitting on a park bench, just reading a newspaper or maybe feeding the birds.
They look relaxed.
Very relaxed. You decide to ask them for a food recommendation.
Our strategy suggests a very specific opening phrase for this.
Right. You do not just run up to them and yell, "Pizza, where?"
No, please don't do that. You walk over slowly, you smile, and you ask, "Excuse me, do you live here?"
Let's practice that question. It's a beautiful phrase. Do you live here?
Do you live here?
Why do you think that specific question is so powerful? Like, why not just ask for the food immediately?
Because it is all about psychology. It is about respect. When you ask, "Do you live here?" you are acknowledging their status. You are essentially saying, "I am a guest in this place, but you are the master. You hold the secret knowledge of this neighborhood."
Oh, wow. So it makes the person feel valued before you even ask them for a favor.
It establishes a hierarchy of knowledge, and it puts them right at the top. Humans love to be recognized as experts in their own domain.
That's so true.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, there is a deep sociology of hospitality at play here.
Let's dig into that. The sociology of hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like many beginners have a very dark view of locals.
They do, unfortunately.
We assume everyone in a big foreign city is grumpy, angry, and absolutely hates tourists. We think if we talk to them, we're just annoying them.
That is a very common misconception,
Yeah.
and our sources prove it is largely false.
It is.
Yes. Think about human evolution. Communities survive by sharing resources and building alliances. When someone visits your home, you have an instinct to be a good host.
I guess that's true.
Think about your own hometown. If a visitor from another country stopped you on the street and asked, "Where is the best coffee in your town?" How would you react?
Well, I would instantly smile. My brain would start working fast. I would want to send them to my favorite little cafe down the street.
Exactly.
I would want them to taste the absolute best coffee so they go home and tell everyone how amazing my town is. I feel a real sense of pride.
And that is civic pride. People everywhere in the world are exactly the same.
Wow.
The person on the park bench loves their city. They want you to love it too. When you ask, "Do you live here?" and they answer yes, you have opened the door to a genuine human connection.
So the door's open. They smiled and said yes. Now, how do I ask for the hidden gem? How do I ask for the authentic food without getting tangled up in complex grammar?
You use a phrase that combines simple words to express a specific desire. You ask, "Is there a good, cheap pizza place near here?"
Let's break that down. Is there a good place near here?
Yeah.
This is slightly longer than our other phrases, but it is very melodic.
It is very natural to say.
Let's practice it in parts. Is there a good place near here? Let's put it together now. Is there a good place near here?
Notice the adjectives you can drop right into the middle of that phrase. Good, cheap.
Oh, I see.
And you can replace pizza with absolutely anything.
So I could say, is there a good coffee place near here?
Yes. Or, is there a good park near here?
That's brilliant. So the person on the bench smiles. They think for a second. They say, ah, yes, Tony's Pizza. It is the best in the neighborhood.
You found it.
I have the name, but I need to protect my wallet. I need to make sure Tony's Pizza is not a luxury fine dining restaurant.
Right. You are on a budget.
So I ask a simple follow-up question. Is it expensive?
A very smart filter question. You know how to ask how much when you're buying a specific item, but asking, "Is it expensive?" helps you gauge the overall atmosphere of the location.
And the local says, no, it is very cheap. It is a tiny shop, but the pizza is incredible.
Success.
Now, I have the name. I know it fits my budget. I just need to get there. I go back to my fundamental tools. I ask, where is it?
And now, you listen for the spatial logic we practiced earlier.
Straight, left, right.
Exactly. The local says, "Walk 2 blocks straight. Turn left. It is behind the big cinema."
Straight, left, behind the cinema. It is incredibly clear.
And think about what just happened in that interaction.
What do you mean?
You completely bypassed the tourist trap. You ignored the algorithm on your phone. You engaged in a real cultural exchange.
Yeah, I did.
You are going to eat the best pizza in the city, surrounded by local families, all because you had the courage to ask a simple question in clear English.
It is a literal bridge between cultures. You are no longer just an observer standing behind a camera lens.
Right.
You are an active participant in the city. You are an explorer. It changes the entire texture of the trip.
And it all started by accepting that you do not need perfect grammar. You just need the willingness to try.
We have covered immense ground today. We really have. We have traveled from the initial panic of a dead phone all the way to the triumph of finding a hidden neighborhood pizzeria.
It's been quite a journey.
Let's synthesize all of this. Let's do a very deliberate, slow review of the core tools we have built today.
Good idea. Let's recap.
We have 5 essential questions and phrases. These are the anchors for your next journey.
Let's solidify them. Tool number 1. When the panic sets in, forget the long textbook sentences. Use the keyword strategy. Simply name the place and ask the question, where is the place?
Where is the museum? Where is the station? Where's the hotel?
Tool number 2. Before you start walking, check the geography. Ask the vital filtering question. Is it far?
Is it far? This determines if you walk or ride the bus.
Exactly. Tool number 3. When you are listening to walking directions, ignore the extra vocabulary. Focus your ears on the 3 movements of the human body. Go straight, turn left, turn right.
Go straight, turn left, turn right. I'll never forget that.
Tool number 4. When you must participate in the local economy, whether on a bus or in a shop, use the magic phrase of commerce. How much?
How much? And do not forget the visual backup plan for that one. If the numbers are too fast, just hold up the calculator screen on your phone. Let them type the answer.
Such a lifesaver. And finally, tool number 5. When you want to break out of the tourist bubble and find the authentic soul of the city, find a local person, show respect, and ask, is there a good place near here?
Is there a good place near here? Those 5 simple concepts, combined with a warm smile, are more powerful than any dictionary.
They really are. They can take you literally anywhere on the globe.
I totally agree.
Before we close today, I just want to reiterate the fundamental philosophy we discussed. Your English does not have to be perfect. The grammar tests are over.
The tests are done.
The real world only requires clarity and humanity. Do not let the fear of conjugating a verb stop you from experiencing the wonders of the world.
Well said.
Do not let the spotlight effect silence you. People are inherently kind. They genuinely want to connect with you. They want to help you find your way.
So what does this all mean? I want to leave you, our listener, with one final provocative thought.
Okay, what is it?
Think back to that opening scene we talked about. The dead phone, the strange street signs, the beating heart, the feeling of being completely, utterly lost.
The panic.
Yeah. We spend so much energy trying to avoid that exact feeling. We plan rigid itineraries. We download offline maps. We try to control every single minute of our vacation.
It's true, we try to script the whole thing.
But what if we change how we perceive that moment of panic?
How do you mean?
What if making a mistake, getting a little bit lost, and having to use these simple words with a stranger is actually the best part of traveling?
Oh, wow.
What if getting lost is not a failure of the plan, but the actual destination? Because when everything goes perfectly according to your plan, you just walk in a straight line from the hotel to the museum.
You only see what you intended to see.
Right. You are basically just walking through a postcard.
You are isolated in your own little bubble.
Yes, you are isolated, but when you get lost, the plan shatters. You are forced to look up from your screen. You are forced to look at the architecture.
You are forced to engage.
You have to look at the faces of the people around you. You have to smile at a stranger on a park bench. You have to ask, "Excuse me, do you live here?"
Mm-hmm.
And because you got lost, you had that brief, beautiful conversation. Because you got lost, you found the tiny, cheap pizza place hiding behind the cinema that the guidebook completely missed.
The mistakes create the serendipity.
Exactly. The moments where your English was not perfect, where you had to use simple words and hand gestures, where you had to rely entirely on the kindness of a stranger, well, those are the moments that become stories.
The human moments.
Yes, those are the moments you talk about with your friends for the rest of your life. What if the moments you are lost actually become your absolute best memories of the trip?
That is a very profound way to look at travel. Perfection is forgettable. Vulnerability is memorable. The adventure truly begins at the exact moment the map ends.
So embrace the unknown. Let yourself be a little bit vulnerable. Use your clear, simple English. Go straight, turn left, turn right, and just see what you find.
I love that.
We wish you wonderful journeys, serendipitous mistakes, and safe travels everywhere you go. Thank you so much for exploring with us on this deep dive. Goodbye.
Safe travels, everyone. Goodbye.